G'day legends and welcome back to Cooking with Perso. Bit going on this week. I didn't get to do the midweek winter warmers this week because I'm in the middle of moving house. As you can see, there's no fridge in the fridge space behind me. I'm camped up in the lounge room living out of an esky at the moment, just packing up the last few bits and pieces. But I did go through the fridge freezer earlier in the week and found some Thai red curry paste and some chicken stock that I need using, so I thought, why not make a bloody laksa? So that's what we're going to do tonight, is make a laksa. And there's a few moving pieces to this. There's a lot going on, but it's not hard to cook. But there's a bit going on. So let's have a look at what's going into this dish. Alrighty, so I'm going to do a beef and prawn laksa, because I can. I had a fillet steak that I need to use, which I've just brought out room temperature and, I'd kind of dry brine it for about 2 hours, which if you don't know what dry brining is, you just salt it and the salt penetrates through to the meat. If you can do it overnight, that's great, but if not, it doesn't matter. Some prawns that I've top and tailed, thrown the heads into it, we can use them some later on for a stock and all that sort of business, but I'll butterfly those. That's the stock. You got some coconut cream. Here's the Thai red curry paste. I will do a full separate episode on how to make curry paste because there's a bit going on with that, and it's right up sort of my speciality to making Thai curry paste. But anyway, I've got a couple of tablespoons of that. There's some tamarind puree, some palm sugar, some fresh noodles that I just blanched in a bit of salt water, and they'll go straight into the bowl at the end. Now, everything going on here, that's our veg. I'll show you what we're going to do with all that. This is our finishing garnish. We've got our sprouts and our coriander. Now, if you're one of those weird people that hate coriander and think it tastes like soap, obviously you didn't grow up with my mother and get imperial leather shoved down your gob. A big cake of that, because I'll tell you what, that did not taste like coriander. Be that as it may, bit of lime. Over this side, we're going to have, these are going to be our fried garnishes, so they'll end up back on that plate over there. There are aromatics, and that's about it. So I'll switch this around again and let's get cracking. Alright, so first up, I just love it. Leek's not traditionally in laksas, but I just love a bit of fried leek, so we're going to prep this. Just in nice juliennes, which we're going to fry off. That'll be a nice garnish. That stuff you sort of stay for stock, And we'll go with the other one. Bloody lovely. Get some more out of that one. Beautiful. Might put those guys back in there. Like I said, I'll save those up for a stock. So that'll be our fried leek garnish, and there's some fried garlic as well. Now I'm not going to julienne that. Business going on there. Just get rid of the roots off those. Damn, it's 1,000 peso. All right. Very soup. And now, I just like slices of this. I don't mind a bit of crunchy garlic in as a garnish on a laksa or any sort of soup. So, happy days. Yeah, always, pretty simple thing that when you're cooking. It's a little chevy thing. How you can cut like that. You can never cut your fingers. Roll them in like that. So we'll do it that way, and just the knife rolls off the top knuckle. So you can chop like a chef and never cut yourself, basically. That's that done. Don't think I'm going to need that extra bit. We'll save him for later. And a bit of shallot now. I like shallots too. Cut him in half. Peel the skin off, and I think we'll just julienne these guys as well, and that'll give us 3 dips of flavour of crispiness. Might only need the one, I think. Won't go too berserk here. She goes. Again. Robert's your mother's brother. That's our crispy garnish. So we might get cracking on that first up, and I'll show you what we're going to do there. Alright, so we're just going to go with a little bit of our fried garnish here. I'll just change the camera down to a little bit lower. There we go. Just a little bit of oil, straight in. Yeah. You don't want this to go over a bit with some brown, you just want this to have a nice colour to it. This is going to get crispy. This is just going to be delicious. Pretty much. Watch that action. It'll turn pretty quick, so the garlic's already going. We don't want to go too berserk there. Now, leek, I like a little bit less colour on, because it's too nice and sweet. This is happening really quick now. You got to just leave it move. Now all this oil is going to be beautifully flavoured as well, so we're going to keep that, obviously. Something we were prepared earlier. That's what we're going to dump it into, so I'll show you that in a second, because this is nearly ready. Starting to go nice and golden now. Yeah, this is the action. Right, let's take that off. Don't know about that for what. Get rid of him. Alright, we're on here. Straight in. Straight on. Let's see what happens next. Alrighty, so we've drained off our fried garnish. Just chuck that in a bowl there. Give it here for a minute. Good season with a bit of Harold. That's going to come along nicely later. Now, let's prep our veg. So, I'm making this for one, so we're not going to go too berserk, but a bit of capo. That's what we're going to do, mate. Bit of mushy, carrot, snow peas, and I like the snow peas. I'll pretty much just keep them whole. They're pretty good whole, and I like a little crispness right at the end. I might just chop them in half like that. Let's just go half the snap peas. So they'll go in almost last. You don't want them to cook much at all, so I can go back over there. Alrighty, so mushroom pretty self-explanatory. Bang, 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 bang. Scoop him up on the plate. Get rid of you. Get rid of this white crap. Nice chop for anyone. Same again, just nice gingerly ends for these. Don't really need to cook, you just want them to put in the sauce, a bit crispy. Happy days. In they go. Same with the carrot. Yeah, that's what we'll do with the carrot. I'm not going to show you how to shave a carrot. Everyone knows how to peel a carrot. And we'll just get some nice juliennes with these as well. still want, in this laksa, you still want all the veggies to be nice and crispy, like you just want a little bit of the crispness taken out of it. You still want quite a lot, bit of crunch to it. So, happy days for those. Now, put the broccoli back here. The gaylan, I just got a couple of leaves of those. They can just stay as they are. Carrot can go back on. That. All this stuff will go straight in the pan at the same time. Snow peas, same again. Just going to julienne those bad boys. So, happy days. In you go. Broccoli, save that. You can julienne that as well. The stem is just as great eating as the rest of it, but we might save that for something later on. I just want a couple of florets here, not too much. The rest of it will go back in the esky. Just chop those in nice manageable pieces. Like I said, I'm going to make it fun tonight. I'm already veggied up by the look of it, so that's me. And on to the next stage. Alrighty, so spring onion garnish. So let's just do a bit of that. Probably not going to need all of this. This will be plenty. Get the good bits. You and a bit of you. They can go over there for stock later on. Now, grab these bad boys, flatten them out. Again, I'm going to julienne. I just like a little bit of fresh spring onion on top of dishes like this. Now, a little trick here, bit of ice, bit of cold water, these will cool up and stay fresh. So, happy days, they can sit there. They can go with our finishing garnishes. Now for the aromatics. Now, lemongrass. There's already lemongrass in the paste, but I just like a little bit more depth, so we'll just give that a bit of a bash. You're not actually going to eat this, it's just going to infuse into the stock. Same with the kaffir lime leaves. You don't really need to do much of these in this because you're not going to eat them. We'll just scrunch them up a bit and just go a couple of cuts, just to get the flavour. Bang, bang. A couple of spring onions. Peel off any of that. These bad boys, cut them angle. In they go. Chilies. Now, I like a lot of chili. This looks like a hell of a lot of chili, but it's not really. The Thai green chilies, they're not that hot. But, you know, you can make this as hot or as not hot as you want. You can put no chili in at all if you want to. It's up to you, it's up to your palate. I like a bit of chili. That's why I've added the red ones, they're a lot hotter. So with these bad boys, yeah, I just like little chunks like that. That'll go through. And with the reds, same thing again. Happy days. Now for the ginger. Now, I don't know, there's a massive trend at the moment where you get a teaspoon, you can peel ginger. Like, you can do that, but like, why bother? Just peel it. It's just a massive fad. Like, fair dinkum. Done. 2 seconds. Bugger eyes around with a bloody teaspoon. Be that as it may. That can all go into there. Oosh. Now, in this particular dish, I like a little bit of julienne, ginger. I don't like it to go and disappear. I like to have a little flavour. So this will probably go in a little bit earlier. Again, julienne. I like to feel ginger, a little bit of crunch. So there we go. That boy can go over there. That's one big bastard of an onion. So probably not going to use, definitely not going to use the whole lot of this. that's probably going to do it. I'll save the rest of that into the stock box. The onion, they're looking good here now. Alrighty, time to start making this laksa. G'day, hello, I'm back. Yeah. Righto, so first things first, let's sear this fillet. Get a bit of that beautiful oil straight in with you. Put this down this couple of times, we're going to get a nice bit of colour on this. We don't want to cook it all the way through, because I'm going to slice it and then we'll sit that in the laksa at the end and laksa this sort of through. So keep this going for a bit. Nice bit of colour on that now. Keep it going a little bit longer. Whenever you're cooking any kind of steak, you always same dish as well. This is from the oil that we cooked the aromatics in before, so to get a little bit extra flavour out of that too. Start it now. Sit in there to rest. Tuck in a little bit more of that oil that we cooked the aromatics in. Let that heat up and we'll throw the prawns in. Yeah, you don't want to cook these all the way through either. We're just going to give them a bit of colour and then they're going to go back to the dish at the end. That's why butterfly first out, I must open up like that, that's it's going to be pain. Yeah. Alrighty, let's get those out. Now, let's get into making the laksa. Alright, for the laksa itself, in the wok, it's nothing to spin, so you can see the smoke coming off there. It does. Straight in with curry paste. Get a bit of moisture out of it, and then we'll go over with the aromatics. Ginger, chilli, garlic, spring onions. Yes, leave the lemongrass and the cap and lime out until we put the coconut cream and stock in. bit of avocado oil in there. Better. Now, a bit of coconut milk. You want to put the coconut milk in before the stock. You want to let this sort of almost split. Let the oils release, natural oils out of the coconut release. There it goes. Let that go for a bit, let that get to a simmer, and I'll show you what I mean when it starts to split. So there's a fair bit of carry on going on in there now, as you can see. They're all starting to bubble and split. This is where we're going to add a bit of stock. Smooth that out a bit more. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit now. And just, right, so yeah, you can see the oil around here, all starting to split. That's what you want to see. That's from the curry paste, the cream. That's where I start adding veg slowly. Broccoli's always the first to go in. Let this slowly cook, and then the aromatics actually. The aromatics. Come on, Perso, you do better than that. This is all in the kaffir lime and the lemongrass. You want to throw them in. Just give them a little stir. That's all going to flavour that. Beautiful. Oh. Let that cook for about 2 minutes, and then I reckon we'll throw the rest of the veg in, and we're not far off. So that's been doing its thing for about 5 to 10 minutes now. Bubbling away. Now this is when you want to season your laksa. So we're going straight in. Straight in with some tamarind. This is going to give you your sourness. Probably like a lot of tamarind. We'll taste this in a minute and see where we're at. Definitely going to need some palm sugar. Won't get too heavy with that to begin with. Really bit of soy. And some good quality fish sauce. Through for a bit, and then I'm going to taste that. See where we're at with seasoning. Ooh, baby. Want a bit more fish sauce. A bit more salt. That's what fish sauce does. A little bit more. I'll probably go in with the rest of that tamarind to get a real tanginess into that. Intensify the flavours. starting to hit the button. Starting to hit the button. Alrighty, so that's starting to taste fantastic now. So this is time to put the fish in. We'll go with the mushrooms first. None of this stuff's going to take long. The veg to get too overcooked in a dish like this. Already had the broccoli in there, mushies. The rest of these go in here. It's going to literally take 2 minutes. And we'll take it off the beef. Alrighty, so it's time to assemble this laksa now. So, here we go. Some of our noodles. More of those. There's only one serve, it usually a big serve. I don't need that much. Slice out beef. Straight in one side like that. Look at that. There's prawns. Now we'll take out some veg. Grass not required. That's right. Now, we garnish around it. Bean shoots. Let's go with some of our fried goodness. And then spring onion mix. And last but not least, got a prawn. Give it a good roll. Rolling out. Squeeze that straight over, you're going to need that. It's going to just be topping it right off. Oh, it's juicy. Oh yeah, that's a bowl of goodness. They're all saying like, look at that prawn, the gift that keeps on giving. Alright. So look here. The obligatory taste test. Got to go in with just a bit of that laksa. Oh, stop it, per se. Salty, sweet, sour, tangy. That is so bloody delicious. Oh, I'm just going to get stuck into this, mix all this around, get all the goodness out of it, and hope you enjoyed the video. But one more at a time, seriously. This is moistening. Thanks for tuning in, legends. Like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to cook next.